Good evening and welcome to our Tuesday Night Live. We're so glad you're here. This live will begin shortly, and we're excited to share this journey with you. This is a space of kindness and encouragement, so let's be welcoming to everyone looking to better themselves. If you have questions, drop them in the chat or use the super chat to make sure it gets addressed. Thank you for being a part of our community. Let's make it a great night. Good morning, everybody, from a soggy office because somebody spilled their coffee all down Miss Mary Mac, spilled her fucking coffee all down my back.
It's fine. It was an accident.
Sure.
I need to get a towel because it's like
all right, go get
chair.
a towel and wipe me up, please, and clean me up, baby. Making a mess in my office.
It's all over my coffee mug.
Well, take it with you. I'll hold it for you.
Fine.
I'll hold.
I gotta get it. It'll be fine. Not trying to waste what's left. All right, let me get a towel. I can find my way out of here.
Oh, how are you guys doing? Welcome. It's Tuesday night live in the morning. Just a little soggy. It's okay, right?
And to be fair, I got myself too. See, it's like all over my shirt too. And on my
It's not the same.
It's not the same. It'll smell good in here.
Coffee never smells good when it's spilled. Like coffee in my beard and stuff doesn't smell good. You know? Oh, my goodness gracious.
Okay, well, that's how our morning is going so far.
That's what we're doing here. That's how we're living this life, right?
I'm not allowed to have coffee in here anymore, he says. I think that's unfair.
Well, we'll have to revisit. Maybe you'll have one of these. I'm rocking pink today, but it looks purple on screen.
That is purple.
This is pink.
That's purple. You're blind.
You know I am blind.
And that's purple.
Anyway, let's get to people who like me. Anyway, Reese is here.
Hi, Risa. Good morning.
She says, good morning, Dustin, Chandra, the early bird.
Yes, getting them worms.
Do you eat them with ketchup? How do you eat your worms?
Nobody really wants to.
Worms are carnivore, right?
They would be, yes.
Amy's
they
here.
They probably taste like dirt.
Amy.
Hello, Amy.
That's our good friend, Amy. She's a good friend.
Mm-hmm.
And Reese is saying, good morning, Amy. I saw you got out of your aggravations with the computer. That was funny. I haven't seen that yet. What did I miss?
Probably something good.
Risa loves the music that we're using.
It's your friend's band, isn't it?
No. This is just YouTube free.
Oh, I thought you had one that was your friend's band.
I do.
Then they tried to copyright strike you.
No, on my regular videos, that is. The little 3 seconds clip you get now.
Oh.
Look who's here. Andy's here.
Hi, Andy.
Good morning. I'm going to leave my house and run errands. Susan's birthday is tomorrow. Oh, my goodness. Is she around? Can she hear us? Because I will sing her happy birthday really badly. That's how I sing anything, is poorly. But I do it with gusto. I do it with conviction.
Yes.
I do it with love.
Need to pick up some things to fix survival for her birthday dinner.
Okay. She's got to survive. Okay, special, not survive.
Oh, okay. I was like,
well, it better be special.
You're having one hell of a birthday dinner if you're playing survival.
What we're going to do is everybody gets...
drop you in the middle of the woods naked with nothing but a plastic fork. I mean, it really sounds
I was going to say everybody gets a knife and then, I don't know.
I mean, that's a different type of survival.
That's like, what's that movie we like? The one where...
Knives Out? where
Well,
the girl gets married and then has to fight her way out.
is that Knives Out? I thought that was a different one.
I thought that was Knives Out.
Knives Out's the one where they're all like fighting over like the estate.
I don't remember which one it was then.
I'll look that up. Hold on.
It's the one, a girl, she gets married and then she has to like survive the night because they made a deal with the devil or something. It's interesting.
Ready or Not.
Ready or Not. Wrong one.
Ready or Not. It's
Good.
Hilarious if you like.
Well, it's dark humor.
It's very dark humor.
And it's funny.
It's so
and
funny.
It's kind of
it's
creepily weird.
Gory, weird, but it's just
all the things.
But it's like you have to have that like I don't know. It's like, you know how Scream was funny at parts.
Oh, Scream is one of my favorite movies.
We have to watch that soon. It's Halloweeny time.
It is Halloween.
It's Halloweeny time.
I am totally a Halloweeny.
Risa says, or good morning, Andy. Yes, autocorrect stinks. Happy early birthday, Susan. So you guys are going to have to we'll go back up here to this thing here. So Andy, you'll have to make sure that Susan hears this. Are you going to sing with me?
I mean, I can.
All right. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Susan.
I can't word.
Happy birthday to you. And many more. Woo.
You're just
I am weird.
I can't think of words sometimes.
Look who it is. Jen's here.
Hey, Jen.
Morning, y'all. I love it.
Us. I'm trying not to spill the rest of my coffee because I'm kind of sad that about a third of it went down his back. And it would have been delicious.
Well, now my back's delicious.
I'm not licking that to find out.
Does it taste like snozberries?
I know better. I'm not licking your back to find out. No.
Why not?
That will not happen. Will not happen. Are you okay?
I'm having a good time. Just damp.
Just damp. You're fine. It's better than being dank.
You don't even know what that word means.
I do know what that word means.
Boomer. Anyway.
And I've used it a lot.
But Jeremiah's here.
I am not a boomer. I'm a Gen Xer, by the way.
Look who it is.
Oh, it's Shauna. Good morning.
We love you, Shauna. How are you feeling, dear?
Hope you're feeling good.
It just says air frying auntie. She doesn't have like her ankles broken or anything like that. You know, the air frying aunties fell off the porch or anything like that, you know?
Well,
like
I hope it's not air frying auntie just spilled her coffee on the floor because I would be depressed for you like I am for me.
You hear this? You hearing this mess, Shauna? Back. She spilled her coffee on me. She spilled her coffee on me. Down my back, right here.
You know, if it was on purpose, it would have been down your face. So I don't understand the problem.
I don't think you would have done it on purpose because you love coffee more than me.
Well,
you love coffee more than you get angry at me.
You're not wrong. I wouldn't waste the coffee.
You know who else is here? Dan. Dan's here.
We've gotten in trouble lately because we're allowing Dan to have screen time.
Yeah.
And the munchkin wants her screen time, but we've told her no, she's not allowed. But Dan is allowed to be here in her stead, and she is not happy about it. She's very upset. She's not understanding why Pa takes her toys and plays with them.
Because Pa's a weirdo. She knows that Paul's a weirdo.
And she does not like it that Dan is publicized so much and that he's famous.
Yeah.
She wants to be famous.
I've got grape salty, too. The grapest kind.
Coffee is almost at its end.
So sad for you.
It is depressing.
I am not sad at all for you.
I am depressed.
Because it's on my back. Anyway, Jesus is here. Welcome back, Jesus.
Thanks for joining us, Jesus.
Yeah. Oh, look at this. 22 Q Cat Lynn is here.
Hi, Lynn.
Oh, she says, oops, I forgot you switched to Tuesday mornings. It's only been a few weeks in a row now.
That's okay. I forget every Monday night I go to bed and every Tuesday morning it's a surprise.
Yeah.
It just is. I'm like, oh, yeah, we're doing this. Got it. Okay. Tonight I have a staff meeting for work, but thank God I can do it online. So even if it was tonight, I wouldn't be able to do it anyway. Because I would have a staff meeting, so.
Well, the staff meeting doesn't go past 7 or 8.
Well, it goes to 7.
Yeah, because
they kind of linger sometimes.
Do you have to? Do you have to let it linger? Do you want to? Do you want to smell my finger?
No.
Oh, just checking.
Oh, that's what I have to deal with on the regular.
Shauna says, okay, be right back. Gonna make my coffee. I shall return. Well, thanks for the warning.
Yes. I hope your coffee is good to you this morning.
Risa is here. She says, I spilled coffee all over my work pants the other day. The day before, I also spilled coffee grinds all over the floor.
See, I'm thinking it comes in waves. Like it must be in the air right now to spill shit. Because and then it comes in waves for me tripping and falling. Like I'll spill stuff. That will chill. I'll have a good week of nothing, like not dropping stuff, not spilling stuff. And then I'll have a solid week of tripping over my own feet and falling. So
you'll have that.
I am a klutz, and I have been for as long as I've been alive. Since I could move around independently, I was klutzy.
It's true. So very true. Amy says, actually, Risa, that was an old computer from like 5 years ago, but the hard drive had financial data on it, and I couldn't find the tool to open it, so I just smashed it until the player busted.
You're going to hurt your little tech feelings.
She says, hi, Dustin and Chandra.
Well, hello.
Her. Speaking of Chandra, we've got Chandra right here. Where is Chandra? Here we go, right here.
I am not angry mustard. I mean, I am sometimes. But I don't like mustard. You can make me angry apple pie.
Angry mustard. Angry mustard. I love it. I just love it. It's so cute. It makes me happy.
You're so excited that now you've got all these little toys to play with.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as Rick gets here, I got something for Rick.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He may be busy today.
Well, I know that Lynn can't be here, so we are going to celebrate Lynn even if she's not here by showing her anyway.
Her evil Lynn.
Evil Lynn is here. See, there she is with her coffee.
He got to make a bunch of these things yesterday, and it's been really excited to share them.
Well, I had them up for Sunday.
That's what it is. Very excited to share them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
All right, so we'll make that go away for right now.
Yes.
All right, back to the comments. Brian Doyle's in the house. He says, Good morning, gang.
Good morning. We are like a gang.
Gang, gang.
Gang, gang.
Consume the Goodness is here. Hi. All this time I thought I was subscribed over here. Didn't realize until a couple of days ago that I wasn't. I'm glad to be here now. Well, we are so glad to have you.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. Thanks
for
subscribing.
I'm guessing this is Kendra. Is that correct? Because someone's saying hello to Kendra. So is your name Kendra? Because we're trying to remember that.
It is possible that her name is Kendra, or his name is Kendra, or their name is Kendra.
Mm-hmm.
Or it could be something else.
Because Lynn says, Kendra, good morning. Unless she's talking to you. That's
not me.
No.
I did used to have a very good friend named Kendra. It's a purple cup.
Yeah, Lynn.
He's obviously having a small stroke-like effect this morning. That is 100% purple.
It's whatever color I see it
It's purple. You can see whatever you want to see. It's still purple.
So one thing I was working on before we started this live is I'm making some subscriber buttons. So like when you're a subscriber to a channel, you get like for every month or whatever things change. You get a new subscriber. You get like as you're a new subscriber, you get a button that has a month and then 2 months, 6 months, 1 year, 2 year, up to 10 years currently right now, right?
Oh wow!
And I'm making some new little buttons for for our friend Barbara because she's newly monetized. So if you are monetized and you would like some, hit me up. We can work out something. We
He's
can work it
having
out.
a good time making them.
I like making them. They're fun.
Yes.
I like it.
And if you're offended by AI, just be aware he does use AI. He is not an artist.
You know what? No one likes you.
It's just
That's
truth.
true. No one told me.
No one told you that
No
one likes
no
me?
one called and no one told me they don't like you.
Hmm.
But anyway, Reese says worms are carnivore, but you couldn't get me to eat them. Not even with mustard and ketchup, maybe a little sriracha.
I mean, if worse came to worse and it was eat worms or die, I bet I could figure out how to make a meal out of it.
Jesus says I think it is lilac.
It's definitely a purple flavor. I feel like because I'm looking at me and my eyes are way up here, that people think like I'm.
You look right here.
I know, but I don't want to look right there because
right
I can't see what's happening up here when I look there. So I need to look there to see what's happening. And then I look here to see people. Hi, people.
How do you know they're high?
I don't know. I read their diaries.
Maybe.
They all did it together this morning.
I read your diary.
I don't have a diary.
It's Dear Diary.
I don't have a diary.
Pooping again. Anyway.
And I don't have diarrhea, but.
You don't have diarrhea, but?
I don't.
Anyway, Amy says, I'm here, but on vacation, so getting ready to clean the litter robot.
Wait, you're on vacation cleaning a litter robot? That sounds terrible. That sounds like a terrible.
Well, she's using PTO.
Oh, okay. So you're doing a staycation. Very cool. Very cool.
It's just because she's a couple of days, like yesterday, today kind of thing.
Yeah, that's fair.
She's needed some Amy time. She's really needed some Amy time.
That's cool. I feel that. I need Chandra time, but there's just no room in the schedule right now.
Or the house.
There's
always somebody watching.
There's always somebody in my space. In some way, shape, or form.
Granny Boo 2 is here too.
Granny Boo
2. She's the sequel.
The sequel?
Yeah. She's the squeakquel.
Oy.
Oh, Amy said I smashed the hard drive with a mallet.
Did you feel like you were in the movie Office Space?
That movie cracks me up so much.
I would have felt like that. It would have been amazing. I would have been like, turn on some real rockin' music and just beat the crud out of it.
Oh, right here. She says it was OG like Office Space.
Yes.
I saw Office Space in theaters.
You my stapler? You see my stapler?
That dude's such a good actor.
You see my stapler?
You see my stapler and haven't received a paycheck.
I just love it. It was so good. We need to watch that again too. Mm-hmm. We're sitting there talking about things, and like every movie we reference, we're like, we need to watch that. It's been a while. We need to watch that. It's been a while.
Like we've been watching Hacks together.
Because he watched it without me first because he doesn't love me.
It's true. I wrote that in my diary. I was like, Dear Diary, I don't love Chandra, so I'm going to watch this show she's never heard of or doesn't care about.
Exactly.
Isn't that like the biggest betrayal you can have? Like, so I saw like a thing the other day. They were talking about. This was about poly. So, I mean, not to get people all riled up or whatever, but it was a video, like a little short about poly, like things like, so poly people, like they're saying that you can't really dictate, like, so if you were in a poly relationship with multiple people, obviously that's what poly is. And you say like, well, you and me, we like to do this together. Mm-hmm. Doesn't matter what it is, extracurricular, outside the house, whatever. Like we do this thing together. And then it's like, but you can't do that because you should be able to do that with anybody you want to. And I'm thinking, I can't even watch a show that we watch together without her watching it with me, without feeling like, guilty. Like I would never watch a show. Like I would never watch a new Bob's Burgers without her.
Not if
I would wait. I would wait.
And I understand that lots of people live different lifestyles, but I know for a fact that that's not the lifestyle for me 100% because I just don't have that much to give to everybody else.
Yeah, it does take quite a bit.
Don't.
Yeah.
I just don't. I have barely enough to share with myself and you. And then I make more for all the kids and grandkid and everybody, but there really isn't enough to share with anybody else. And I'm wildly not a possessive person, but I'm very much well, if you don't like it, just leave. I'll do it myself. You don't like it, just get out.
I can't even complain without that. So let's unpack that for a second here.
That's just who I am.
So, like, I can't even say anything, like, if I'm upset about something, she's like, well, you know where the door is. That's not what I need. What I need is for me to be upset about something, and because that would be like this, okay? So hear me out. She calls me every day on her way home from work, and she's like going on and on about something at work, about how something went bad. I'm like, well, you know how to get a new job, right? You know where new jobs are, right? That's like that would be like that. And it frustrates me.
I don't try to be that way. That is just who I am. I'm a fiercely independent person. And so
I can't even joke with her a lot of the times. It's just, I can do it on my own. I don't need you. And
I have given up concessions. I allow you to do cooking. I let you do things that make you feel valuable because you are valuable, but things that you like to do that also help to add validation to you. But when push comes to shove, I'll do it myself.
we all will do it ourselves.
Yes, but I will.
But we don't have to vocalize it to belittle the other person.
It's not intent to belittle. It's intent to say, I am independent and I don't need any help. And I can do this all on my own. I choose to have you here. I love you and I want to be with you. And I choose for you to be my partner.
Choose.
I choose you.
I just need, but when I'm in a mood, which is not very often for me to be in a bad mood, a sour mood.
More often lately.
Well, lately things have changed. Things are different. The dynamics have shifted. The paradigm has shifted.
I hear you.
So there's some, like, people keep putting my flippin' cast iron skillet in the sink. I'm trying.
I know.
I'm trying.
And
then our son brings a cake over on Sunday night, a brand new cake. Not fair.
It's an ugly looking, gross looking cake.
It doesn't matter. He still handed it directly to me.
I cut a piece of it for our granddaughter, and it looks like it's just an angel food cake that they covered in like 4 inches of icing. It looks real bad.
Yeah, I know, but still, he was like, "Oh, this will be a good idea. Here, Paul, have a cake."
You didn't eat any.
I know.
And you did so good.
I know, but it's the frustration that he would think that we would want the cake.
Yes, like our daughter continually brings me bad food. Yes, I feel that. I understand. I know how you feel.
These are some of the struggles that we're working with, and then I feel if I complain about it, I have to know where the door is.
No, that is not the case. It's when you do or say things like the children would, when you're like, I have to go make coffee. No.
Sometimes I just want a bitch.
Well, then you know where to go. Like, I can do it my damn self. Do you want me to do it myself? Because I will.
No, because then you just complain about the kitchen.
Well, that's true. I may burn the kitchen down if I have to go in there to do things. But
I'm trying to keep up with the kitchen, but the kids are working against me.
Even before the kids.
Yeah, that gets worse now.
Even before the kids, the kitchen's
and they rearrange things, and I don't know where stuff goes.
In the garbage. If you can't find somewhere to put it in the garbage. Doesn't matter what it is. We don't need it. We have more than enough.
So I've been napping more.
Put it in the garbage or put it in the donate box. I am so over having our house full of stuff. I want it gone.
Welcome to therapy.
Yes.
Anyway.
Tuesday night morning therapy.
Stephanie A is here.
Hi, Stephanie.
Well, welcome. She says, I miss seeing you on Tuesday night because I am at work and it's very difficult to watch at this time. You don't recognize me as myself because I am not usually this YouTube login. What's your usual login? Let me know so I know who we're talking about here.
Yes. But thank you for joining us in the morning. The nighttime thing may be temporary that we're not there, or it may be longer because the whole fam moved back into the house, and finding a peaceful, quiet time when everybody's home on a Tuesday is pretty much impossible.
We could do it in here.
Maybe.
But at the same time, I like the idea that, like, we can go out now on a Tuesday night and go get dinner.
That's true.
Because it's like a night we can go, like,
do stuff together.
Yeah, we can go to BW3s and get some wings.
We get wangs.
Mm-hmm. Wangs for your mouth.
Wangs.
Yeah, and Amy says, give her a big hug from me, Andy, and me, and me, and me. And Stephanie says, happy birthday to Susan. A lot of happy birthdays to Susan. I love it. And Andy says, we're having lunch together, so I'll let her see it. Thank you so much. We love you. So make sure she sees it.
Yes.
Is Chandra's naughty mug as big as it looks on screen? Here,
Yes, it is.
Put it next to my head.
It is that big, and it is filled with coffee.
It holds
usually.
about this much coffee.
It's typically filled with coffee when I haven't dumped it down his back and then finished the rest. Mm-hmm. There's not even like...
oh, yeah, so I'm guessing this is Exposing Darkness. Is there a meetup coming up in November? Supposedly November 8th. We're still working out the details. A lot of you, there's a good amount of you who can't come, like, let's see, Evelyn and Carl can't make it. Cindy can't make it. So I would love
smaller, more
smaller,
intimate.
And that means that we'll make May even bigger.
Yeah. Either way, I will not be there, and I am sorry.
Yes, purse bacon is a new thing. If you haven't seen it, I will bring it up on screen. I don't think I've brought it. Oh yeah, here it's we have purse bacon. Let me make sure you guys can see it where it needs to be. So here is the new purse bacon emoji.
Yes, and you're welcome, because I helped him correct it. Because what he had was not good.
You know,
that is much better.
So if you are a member, you can use these fun emojis.
Yes.
And we
purse bacon.
And we do have a new membership level. We do have the morning regulars level. If you would like to,
you want to take the purse bacon off the screen?
Yeah. If you want to upgrade your membership to the morning regulars, we would greatly appreciate that.
That would be pretty cool. Anyway, and you'd get that little sticky emoji thingy to use.
Well, there's all the emojis that you can use, the purse bacon and all that stuff.
Aha. Aha.
Gen Xers are the best. Fight me. Yes, that's right. We drank it out of the garden hose and ate dirt.
I peed outside a lot. My parents locked us out of the house. Like, you had to learn where to pee and how not to wipe your butt with poison ivy.
You couldn't even get into the pool area.
No.
Your indoor pool area where you had an extra...
Yes, I was a spoiled little rich kid. But I was the youngest of 5, and I kind of got forgotten most of the time that I was even there. So, but...
I do tease her, but I know that she had a rough come up.
It wasn't that bad. I'm okay. I'm good. But I'm very fiercely independent because of it.
Well, Amy says, I'm coming to the meetup. I will try to remember not to hug Chandra. It'll be really easy to not hug her because she won't be there.
Yeah, I can't because I work on the weekends. So I made one appearance this year. That's probably all we're going to get out of me this year. And we'll have to see how next year goes. I do need to save up my days off for just in case, we're having grandbaby number 2 in December. So I need to be able to be flexible at that time. And then also winter, illness, all that jazz. And I get 4 days off a year. 4. So I've taken 2. 1 because I was deathly ill in January, and then 1 for the meetup.
I thought you switched a day for that.
I've done some switching here and there with other people. So if I don't use one of my technical days off, I can switch as long as I get my day covered. So I will be taking, I took the one in the beginning of the year when I was ill and I had to call off. And then I did 1 for the meetup, but I switched for that. So that shouldn't count as one of my 4. And then I'm taking 2 for our vacation. So that's 3 out of the 4 utilized entirely. And then come winter, we'll see. I have 1 left to use if necessary. They do start over in January. So there is that, but
that's good to know.
Yeah.
Mary T is here all the way from Canada.
Well, hello, Mary T.
She says,
Canada.
Good morning. Love it when I catch you too. Well, we love it when you're here, Mary
I'll try to run fast if you're coming to catch me.
I am in kind of mourning today. So, not just, I was thinking about this yesterday, made a post about it yesterday about there's no Ketopalooza this year. And right now is around the time of year we would have it. It would either be like this coming weekend or the weekend after.
Oh.
That we would have Ketopalooza.
And you're sad about that.
And I'm sad about that. And in the middle of the night, I got a text message that a friend of mine had passed away. And I was like, it's always sad, but it was a friend that I hadn't really had any contact with for a while. Just drift apart. And but I just got a message in the middle of the night. That's what I get for looking at my phone in the middle of the night. Woke up at like
How
2
you
a.m.
dare.
Woke up at like 2 a.m. Look at my phone. I had a text message from a friend. And the text message is good. Like, is never good when like, hey, did you hear about so and so?
Yeah.
In the middle of the night. That's not like, oh, they got a promotion at work. No, they're gone. And I was like, well, what happened? And they're like,
the older we get, the more that we're gonna see. So
yeah. But anyway, just a little bit of sad. I didn't sleep so good last night because of a little bit of that stuff. But we're here. We're here.
we are here.
And I'm glad that all of you are here with us. And Jen says, having grape at 6 now. I'm on to my low carb frozen coffee. Oh, I have my grape. It's delicious.
My coffee is gone, so I'm here sad without coffee.
There are bottles of water over there if you want some.
Yeah, it's fine.
I need to bring that fridge up here.
I'll get a Wooter in a minute. It's not crucial at this point.
Crucial conflict. Amy says, I spill my coffee on myself all the time.
I'm glad we're like kin. I am naturally a klutz. We joke about me being able to fall standing still. I have fallen out of our own bed, which is a king size bed, and I have plenty of space, multiple times. I trip and fall frequently. I drop things all the time. As a matter of fact, I have two ceramic unicorns that sit on my desk every day, and they tell me that the world is beautiful, and I broke them yesterday. I didn't completely break them. I just shattered one of the horns, but I got my leg tangled in a cord and it pulled and it knocked them off the desk, and it's fine. It's fine.
I'm sorry, babe.
It's fine. They're just vintage. It's not like I'll find another set. It's cool. It's fine.
I'm sorry, babe.
It's fine.
Here's a question that I saw
it's actually
today.
Minor, but it is frustrating. Anyway, question.
So there's a question, and we talked about this on a trip to take the girl to and from school. If you were to receive a large sum of money, but in order to receive that large sum of money, you had to ride one ride at Disney World for 24 hours straight, what ride would that be?
I know mine.
Let us know. Sound off in the comments.
And if you've not been to Disney World, what would you like to try if you get an opportunity to go?
Thomas is here.
Well, hello, Thomas.
Welcome,
you for joining
Thomas.
us.
I'm going to be on Thomas's live stream in November, like the 22nd of November. It's like a Saturday at 4 p.m.
Nice.
Eastern Standard Time, because he's in Jersey.
Oh, my mom's from Jersey. Oh, she says huge. And then when we pick on her for it, she goes, all right, you heathens. Huge.
You two Utes. Lynn says, we'll hang out with you and Kinder tonight, Amy. Yay!
Fun stuff.
Okay, she said, I had my grape at 6 and now working on my low-carb coffee.
That's fair. I was pretty much certain that's what she was saying, but I'm glad she clarified.
Yeah, I mean, because you never know. Thomas says, I trip under my own feet all the time.
I've been this way since I was a child. I am lucky to have not severely injured myself in a hot minute. Do you have anything wood in this area?
This is...
Knock on wood. Yeah. It's been a while.
Risa says, Chandra, I was not klutzy for ages, and then boom. Yes, it happens in waves. I totally agree. My sister called me Queen Klutz when I was little. Still sticks at 64 and a half.
Yeah, I surprisingly have fallen downstairs a lot. When I was a kid, we had a longer staircase that was carpeted, and then two smaller sets of stairs, like a 3 and a 2 that had tile. And I was lucky to have not severely hurt myself falling down the tile stairs. And I never severely hurt myself falling down the carpeted stairs, but I did fall down them at least once a week. And as an adult, I have fallen down our staircase once from the very top, which was pretty scary, but I lived and didn't seem to break anything. And then several smaller falls, throughout my time living in this house almost 20 years. So I just am, it happens. There's nothing I can do about it. It's not an equilibrium thing. I have balance enough to stand on one leg, but I'm just klutzy. I just fall.
Shauna's back again. She says, good morning again.
Guess who's back?
Shady's back.
Again.
Shauna's back.
Yes. Tell a friend. Oh.
So they're talking about, so Thomas and Amy are talking about these things that she makes.
Oh, yeah.
She makes these I had to show you later.
Are they like the superheroes?
Yeah.
Very nice.
And she says, I need to send a headshot and my Avenger name. What would my Avenger name be?
I don't know. The bearded meats.
I don't want to. It would have me a meat made of beard. A beard made of meat.
That would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Or meat made of beard. Either one. I wouldn't eat that meat though.
Bacon baby is here.
Well, hello, bacon baby.
And
yeah.
Amy said she's on Kendra's channel tonight.
Oh, God.
Consume the Goodness has a sister named Chandra. Now, how is it pronounced? Is it Chandra, Chandra? So
or
like
Chandra.
Like when I'm in the car and I want to call her or text her, I have to go call or text Chandra. Otherwise, it'll be like there is nobody named Chandra because it wants to spell with an SH. Like shh.
Chandra, spelled the way with a CHANDRA, is Sanskrit, and it means the moon. She who outshines the stars.
She shows me her moon all the time.
You are my moon. You're the big old butthole in the sky.
That's true.
And apparently,
purse meat.
It's more of a masculine name. There's a female version that I don't know, but my parents found it in a baby book and they liked it. So that's what we went with. She just moved again.
A week ago Sunday.
Good night, Shauna. You're moving all over that place.
Oh my goodness. You're just a mover and a shaker.
She is. She's very busy.
Mary T said, I just scored an awesome provincial government job just in time to go on strike tomorrow. Yep, laughing and crying all at the same time.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
That's great that you got the good job, and then also that they're going on strike.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's reason for it. So hopefully they at least meet somewhere in the middle and be able to make some headway and get you to work.
Yeah, Amy says, I use AI too. And Jen says, hey, AI made my nice profile picture. That is true.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a problem with it. I do know that it does collect information from actual artists and a lot of people who do paint, who do craft, who do, actual art, get very frustrated with the fact that the AI tools that we utilize essentially steal from them, take their concepts, take their techniques, take their ideas. And I understand that is frustrating. And I definitely feel like it's not cool. At the same time, you can't stop technology. It's going to continue with or without you. So you either learn to adapt with it and make adjustments and change things, or you learn, you find your way without it, I suppose.
Yeah.
But it will keep going.
Well, I mean, realistically, I couldn't afford to hire painters to make these things.
That's true.
I mean, I wasn't going to use them anyway.
And my art skills are not that good.
So she had this thing yesterday where, at work, her coworker was trying to fix something, a photo, trying to take somebody out.
And fix the person in the background.
Yeah.
Essentially. Recreate body parts that were missing of the person who was in the background.
Yeah.
And I did it with Microsoft Paint, and it was okay. It wasn't great, but it was okay. And then he did it with his AI, and some of them were awesome, and some of them were just weird. It kept changing a couple of the girls' faces. It was interesting.
It would, because like sometimes it just completely creates new people,
Yes.
and sometimes it tries to correct like the natural subtleties of the human form.
Yeah.
Like,
Changing
say
eyes
if
or eyebrows.
somebody were to have a wonky eye, and it would make it not have a wonky eye.
Uh-huh.
And then they were like,
It
wait,
reproportions the things on your face, makes your eyes brighter or different color than they are, all kinds of things.
Yeah.
And it's very interesting.
Or sometimes it gives you more arms than you have.
Yes. So it was this person at work is a volleyball coach and needed a picture of some of the volleyball people playing and needed it adjusted. And so when we did it, one picture had completely different people who not in that photo.
No.
Like, I don't know where it came from, just completely different people wearing different uniforms, doing different things. And I sent her that and I was like, this is the best I could do. And then I sent a follow-up email a few minutes later and I was like, ha ha ha, just kidding. AI's hilarious. But
Holly Springer's here.
good morning, Holly.
Listening while cleaning, hoping everyone has a good day. Me too. I hope you have a great day, and hopefully
Yes.
cleaning isn't the only thing you do today.
Hopefully, if you have to clean, at least it's something you enjoy or enjoy the end product of. Cleaning is not something I enjoy. I do it, but I do not enjoy it.
And Risa is busy doing meal prep. Next week, I have a 48-hour week, and I need to be prepared for it, making some breakfast and dinner elements to make my week 100%.
That is nice. Yeah. It's good to have a day where you can actually meal prep.
So yesterday, Chris did a live, and it was about the notion that we shouldn't utilize food for celebration. We shouldn't utilize food for entertainment. And basically his talking point was that that's ridiculous because humans over the centuries have evolved to utilize food for celebration because getting food in of itself was a celebration.
Well, and if you think about it, food is utilized for gathering.
Yeah.
Right? You're gathering your family together for a meal.
Have you ever been together in a family gathering where there wasn't food? That wasn't just like a quick impromptu thing. Where, I mean, whether it's a wedding, there's food. A funeral, there's food. Family reunion, food. You know, just Sunday night, there's almost, we don't necessarily do food like we used to for our Sunday nights because we eat different than the kids. So everybody kind of BYOF. You bring your own food. Because I'm not trying to cook all that stuff because it's not, they don't always want what we're having. Like, you know, how many times have we made steaks and one of the boys' girlfriends is like, I don't eat beef. Well, too bad for you.
Well, hope you brought your own.
Yeah. So they bring sandwiches or fast food or whatever over. I mean, realistically, what we want them here for is to hang out, play games, laugh, be loud, rambunctious, have a good time. But I mean, food is even, beginning of time, people were working themselves to the bone, and then here comes the people who went out looking for food. They came back with food, and you celebrated the fact that you weren't going to go hungry that night. And I just kind of think that's like how I kind of feel. There's just this weird kind of, I don't know, to call it like an unnatural way. Like a lot of the foods that we eat these days are unnatural, and a lot of the processed, highly palatable foods that we have these days are very unnatural. They're delicious, regardless of what you think of them, regardless of what they're doing to us. They are delicious.
Regardless of Rick saying that, what did he say was gross? Pizza's disgusting.
Yeah.
Wrong.
Yeah.
It's fine. You don't have to like it, but it's not disgusting as a whole. But I mean, the thing is that you can get together and enjoy, food.
Yeah.
In company and for celebration and whatever, but you still have to realize that the food is there and you can enjoy it, and you can enjoy it for pleasure. You can enjoy it for fun. You can enjoy it for family, but realizing that at its base, food is there for nutrition. to help you survive. And it's the people you want to be around that makes it celebratory.
Right.
It's the situation, it's all of those things. But there's nothing wrong with sitting down at the end of the day or the end of your week or the beginning of your week or whatever and going, I really enjoy this.
Well, even when I was doing OMAD, when I was still working the office job, I would do OMAD, and I would have my OMAD in the evening. I would eat. My window would start when I got home from work, because I could have done my OMAD and made my life more difficult in a way, because I would have to meal prep, take food to work, heat it up, take and eat on my lunch, whatever. But then I wouldn't have been able to sit down with my family and have dinner.
Right.
So I was going to be cooking when I got home anyway. So might as well not meal prep, do my OMAD, eat, sit down and have food, whether we actually sat down or not, because we were busy. Kids had sports and you were working and
school.
And I mean, my mom was in the nursing home, or whatever the case was. Well, not at that point; she was gone by that point. But whatever, visiting grandma, whatever it was, going to the grocery, just life. And that's kind of what I wanted to get to with Reese's comment there about making meal prepping and getting things. Hold on a second.
You okay? Got a sneeze? Goodness.
Oh, excuse me. Now, not everybody has that. Not everybody has that time. And people were like, well, you could just meal prep. You could just, whole food, single ingredient. Yeah, but not everybody has that. Whether people are putting down things like Costco rotisserie chickens, or even going through McDonald's and getting hamburger patties, or even taking your kids through and getting them a Happy Meal. I mean, realistically, parents and families do what they need to do, and everybody's perspective and everybody's circumstances are different. And I think that one of the biggest uphill battles that we have is getting people to understand that there is no perfection. And the more we put our expectations onto others, so if you're a carnivore and you are meat, salt, water, that's it, that's all you need nothing else, and if you do anything else, well, you're just doing yourself a disservice. Cool, but that's not how we're going to get everybody in this. But anyway, that's kind of the little rant that I got on, because I think the idea that we can meal prep, not everybody has that opportunity, not everybody wants to do it, not everybody has the will. You got to remember, when I put out a recipe and I talk about the oven, people message me, what temperature do I put the oven at? I mean, you start with 350. I mean, you turn on the oven.
A lot of people don't have the capability to cook for themselves.
I understand. That's what I'm saying. And a lot of people just don't have, I grew up in a situation where I spent a lot of time with my great grandparents. I would go over on the weekends and stay, and I had a lot of experience hanging out with my great grandmother. She would tell me about my family. She would tell me about her time growing up. She was born in 1912. So that was a lot of cool stories, that's why I get along with, usually I get along better with my friends' parents than I did with them.
Yeah.
But, I spent a lot of time with my great grandmother. She taught me how to cook. My great grandfather would show me stuff in his woodworking office. He had like a huge woodworking thing in his garage, and still had room to park the car. But
I have to interrupt real quick. Okay. When you were talking about cooking with your grandparents.
Yeah.
So the girl cooks with us from time to time. She likes to help make eggs. She cracks the eggs, helps us stir them, does the whole thing, right? We typically make fried eggs in a pan. And she wrote about it at school, about how I cook with grandma and grandpa. She had to write sentences. So one was, I cook with my grandma and grandpa, and I get to crack the eggs. First you crack the eggs, then you boil the eggs, then you eat the eggs. And it was so cute. Like, we don't boil the eggs.
No, we scramble.
We scramble them. But in her mind, that's boiling. You cook them. You boil them.
Yeah.
It was just cute. Anyway, continue on.
Anyway.
Sorry.
I'd have to go on a diatribe, but I don't even know where I was going with all that. But I learned, I learned how to cook with my great grandmother. She taught me how to cook eggs in a cast iron skillet, how to use bacon grease. She always had a little oil container with bacon grease, and you just tip it over and it would just run. I mean, now I have bacon grease on the counter. I have lard on the counter. That's how we cook. We always have butter out because we put butter in our coffee, so there's always butter on the counter.
But you got to meet people where they are.
Yes.
And saying you have to do it this way
Well,
is a quick way to get people to go, you know what, forget this. I'll just deal with being fat.
Even when you're talking about, the complete shift in what eating looks like for you. Yeah. I mean, eating meat every day and only being meat. Like, cause I was listening to this podcast yesterday with Nick Norwitz and Paul Saldino. And I forget the podcast person who was actually their podcast. Because Nick Norwitz had, like, basically all intents and purposes ulcerative colitis.
Okay.
And he was trying different diets, trying to find out how to get away from having ulcerative colitis.
Mm-hmm.
Because, he was in a program, a PhD program at Oxford, and he's trying to do this stuff. And, like, sometimes he would just blood in his pants. And that makes things awkward. You know what I mean? It's painful and it's awful, right? So keto was the last thing that he tried. And he was like, like, well, why was the last thing? It's like, well, it doesn't make any sense. Why would it make sense?
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, within like a week or two, I went back in and they did a check, and there was like no discernible symptoms. Mm-hmm. They scoped me. They couldn't find anything. So now he eats primarily meat. He has some nuts here and there. He doesn't eat vegetables because that can really that can implode him, obviously wheat and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. But, he eats based on his symptoms. And even listening to these two talk, so Paul Saldino was one of the people that infuriates me with his content, like his shorts where he goes into Costco and points things out. But when he talks on a podcast form, he makes a lot more sense, and he's a little more kind of even keel. And, because, he doesn't live in the States. He is an MD. He's not practicing MD. He's not in internal medicine. Mm-hmm. And he is, primarily meat, but eats fruit, drinks milk. But he's like, you have to think about the word carb. Carb gets a negative connotation. Carbohydrates get a negative connotation. But he's like, I eat carbohydrates, but I'm not eating pasta. He's like, I eat fruit. I drink milk. Because for him, he said that he had issues with his electrolyte balance. Because at a certain point, because there's a reaction with the kidneys that needs a little bit of insulin for your kidneys to switch to start holding on to some of your electrolytes to keep your electrolytes balanced. And for some people, never having that insulin spike or whatever, an insulin kind of increase like you will throughout the day, because insulin is a normal hormone in the body. Mm-hmm. It's not a bad thing if it's doing its job.
Right.
Where it becomes a bad thing is obviously where it's running all the time and can't keep up with what you're putting in your body. But the normal processes in the body that a little bit of insulin signals to the kidneys that, okay, we'll hold on to some of this sodium, magnesium, whatever, to keep the electrolytes balanced. And for some people, if they don't have that, they really, really struggle to keep electrolyte balance. He's like, I couldn't do it. I was, drinking electrolytes and all that stuff, and it wasn't doing me any good. So he's like, I found that this is how it helps me. So we have to meet people where they are, and we have to understand that, yes, the proper human diet is a spectrum. The proper human, and I think people, people forget that, the far end stretch of the carnivore side, where, carnivore is the only thing and everybody should strive to be carnivore. Everyone always ends up carnivore. Yeah, maybe. But then they sometimes scale it back. Yeah. We have to be there for it. If someone's doing something just to, I like this because it was funny. But just someone's trying to improve their life and you don't approve of what they're doing, there's a whole thing you can do called shut up. And I mean, you don't, it's like one of those things. If you don't have something supportive to say, then don't say it. Yeah. And I'm very pro community. I'm very pro support. I'm very, this is what we're here for. We're here to support, encourage. I wish I had a foam finger with all your names on it so I can say, yeah, go.
That'd be a lot of fingers.
There would be a lot of fingers. But and pom-poms, like, yeah, it's just, I want that. Because
but the goal is to encourage each other to be as healthy as we can possibly be.
And what that looks like to you. And one thing that I said yesterday in Chris's live was, okay, You can be a stickler and help maybe a couple hundred to 1,000 people.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can understand that everybody's different. Everybody's why, everybody's how is going to be different.
Right.
And you can help millions.
Well, and it's like, so I often have nursing students, or less frequently now, but nursing students or new nurses where I'm trying to educate them to how their practice should look. And I know exactly how I do what I do. I have a process. I know how I do it without fail, regardless. I 100% I'm going to do this way. And I teach them my way, but I also tell them, like, you're an adult and you're a professional and you get to decide what's more important for you. And you get to decide if you're going to chart the way I chart or do this the way I do. I'm going to show you the right way. I'm going to show you the way I do it. I'm going to tell you why I do it this way and why it makes sense to me. But you're your own person. You're going to decide on this day, this is not a priority for me, so I'm not going to do it. And on this day, this is the top priority for me, so I'm going to do it first. But you decide what you do for you. And my job is to educate you on what I'm doing. And then you make those decisions for you. And that's sort of where we need to be as a community as a whole, is that this is what I'm doing. This is why I'm doing it. This is the success that I've found. And these are the failures that I've had. So when you come and you say, well, I'm doing this way, I'm not going to go, oh my God, that's so wrong. Why would you do that? Instead, it's going to be like, well, I'm glad that you found something that works for you and that is helping you to feel better, to be more healthy, to be in a better headspace, whatever it is. And, when you have those days, weeks, months, or even years where you're like, this has just been so hard and I've not been able to do it, but I'm still watching, I'm still trying, I'm still thinking keto even if I can't act keto. I'm still thinking carnivore even if I can't be in that space right now. I'm still trying to keep my head in the right space, or I'm still, I've totally flown all the way off the tracks, out the window and down the street, but I'm still here and I'm still trying, and you guys are just here for us. And that's the goal. That's the point, is to say, sometimes life is going to suck real hard and we're all doing the best that we can. And we share our story with the idea that it helps somebody else. And so when you guys are out there sharing your story, the concept is not to get everybody to do it your way. You don't have control over other people. The goal is to support and encourage and help where you can help.
And that comes to the topic that, like the title, New Routine, Same Vision. So, I mean, right now, we're learning to navigate the new living situation. I am trying new routines.
Mm-hmm.
When they start eating, I just come upstairs.
When cake got brought over?
Well, I did. Well, I mean, I couldn't just leave at that point. You know what I mean?
But it was put in the other room away from you.
Yeah. I was like, put it in the trash,
Yeah.
or whatever. And and I tell the kids, I told our daughter, because I was like, when she went and got those hot dogs for me, I was like, I keep hot dogs in the house because that is a way for me to just throw something in the air fryer.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm okay. It's quick. It's easy. I don't have to think about it. I don't have to add to the burden. Most of the nights, I don't have to add to the burden of the dishes that I'm going to have to do. It's a fork.
Yeah.
Because we do use paper bowls and stuff and paper plates in the house because
dishes.
I would never get the dishes done. It would just be I don't want the dishwasher would be running all the time, and and it doesn't unload itself.
Things to make lives easier.
So I mean,
we're all about ease.
So I use paper bowls for my my hot dogs. I use one for my mustard, whatever. And I did try. I did get a bag of those Real Good Foods chicken nuggets last night, and I ate those. I was not I think they changed them and they're not as good. So I don't think I'll buy those again. I had bought a smaller bag because they have the big bags right now at Costco. I got a smaller bag at Walmart just to try. Yeah. And I'm like, because so the girl eats chicken nuggets. Mm-hmm. Sometimes the crappy Tyson ones, but she loves those. She'll eat those all day.
And it's hard enough getting her to eat.
It's hard to get her to eat. And I know for those of you who have kids, who've had kids, who have whatever, it's difficult.
Nieces, nephews, uncles, whatever.
It's difficult to get them to eat, and finding something that they will eat.
I guess I meant cousins, uncles,
whatever. Anyway, everyone's got that creepy
little
uncle.
Kids, not creepy uncles, little kids.
Anyway,
it's hard to feed them.
Because I get like the Costco version of the Bear, the BARE nuggets. They're like lightly breaded. They're less carbohydrates. It's basically like a chunk of chicken that they barely bread, and I get those, and they're a little spicy, but not spicy, but they're like white. They
have a couple of pepper flakes.
They're like white people spicy. Okay,
they have a few pepper flakes in the entire bag.
Yeah,
and she's like, not today.
Well, she'll eat them, but not really,
begrudgingly.
Well, like I also made a new batch of truffles this weekend as meal prep for her, and she was like, gross.
She loved them last week. She did.
Well, I mean, I added a packet of keto chow, and that did change the consistency.
I think they're still pretty good.
They're more bready, like light bready now. They're not as crispy.
Yeah.
So I don't think that I will make those unless I used maple waffle, and it made 17. So I mean, the flavor was like a hint.
It's a good flavor.
It's a hint of flavor.
They're good, but trying to please a 7-year-old is really difficult. So she likes
difficult.
It's very difficult. She likes the plain ones, so just make the plain ones.
Yeah.
We're way behind now because we've been just jabber-jawing.
Consume the goodness as I'm off to do some teaching. We homeschool. Have an awesome day. Well, thank you so much for being here again.
God bless you. Good luck.
Yeah.
That is something I've never been capable of doing. So good luck. We believe in you.
Thomas says, I get it, Dustin. I think they're being nice. I get it. Yeah, I mean, but it's like we've been doing this for 9 years, almost a decade. This is the life we've lived. Our boys lived this life with us. They know.
They both did keto with us.
They know. They just, and I don't think it's necessarily malicious. I think they're just not using the grape.
Yeah,
they're just not using like as they were thinking, they wouldn't have thought that.
Yeah, they're just thinking like, I remember you used to like to eat cake. Anyway, okay.
So Mary T is going to kind of go over to Shauna what's going on. She's like, I'll be picketing, have to picket for strike pay. Only 4-hour shifts, but not fun. We are CPS and deemed essential, but only social workers, not office workers. Going to be weird. Well, good luck, dear.
Good luck. Be safe.
And Shauna's napping equals great avoidance. 100%. Like the more I nap, you know that something's not right.
When he says he's tired and goes to bed early, there's a problem.
Well, usually I'm sick at that point. And if I actually go to bed before anybody's ready and I'm just like, I need to go to bed. Well, usually that's or like something is overwhelmingly stressful for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like it's just sometimes easier to shut down, reset.
Shut down and hide away.
I mean, because that means I'm not eating, I'm not drinking, not smoking, not doing anything. I'm just like, okay, I know it's avoidance nonetheless, but it's like, okay, how else can you reset? We don't have a hot tub. I don't have a sauna. We don't have, even though like weirdly enough, Costco has a sauna right now that's cheaper than the pinball machine. You can get 2 saunas for the cost of the pinball machine.
No.
For real. Actually, you could get like the 2 saunas and like a camera for what they're charging for that pinball machine. If you've been to Costco, they have a Star Wars pinball machine. It's like $4,800.
It's kind of cool, but not that. No, not that cool.
No, the girl hasn't seen it because she loved the Jurassic Park one. She played she's like, oh, I want to play the game. The game.
All right.
Yes, avoidance.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, that is. Okay, is it exposing darkness? Okay.
You got to get
Helen is here.
It's 11.
Well, you can go do what you got to do. I can finish this up. I can probably do the heavy lifting from here. You've already done that by spilling stuff on my back. I only got to do a shower now.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
I did my best.
Okay, here you go. Booby Goats is here.
And the goats with the boobies. Yes.
But yeah,
Hello.
and I said, and just say hi to Helen too.
Hi, Helen. Hi, Booby Goats.
I talk to Helen like every day, and she lives like there's like a 5 or 6 hour time difference. So she'll send me something, and then she'll be like, "It's 3 p.m." and I'm like, or whatever. And then I'll send her a message, and she don't get it the next day.
Oh.
But yeah, she's been a good friend. She's been a good friend. We talk things out.
Nice.
But we love all of you. Let's see who else here.
Yes, we do.
Let's see. Coffee.
Yes, I'm probably gonna need more coffee.
Oh yeah. Cave Woman Eats. Dustin, I need your help later to put settings on to stop trolls coming in my live. Oh yeah. Because some of it's like there's another lady that I follow on here that she's got a lot of trolls. They come in and like, you're pretty, like why don't you all this stuff, and I'm like, I'm shutting that down. I will help you. I'll let you know. I'll send you screenshots on how to do it. I think that's the easiest way.
Mm-hmm. All right.
I'm
gonna go, guys. I do love you.
I love you too.
I can do it myself.
But you know where the door is.
I do know where the door is, but I love you.
Sometimes I just need you to let me bitch.
I hear you.
Without coming back at me with stuff, because that just makes me feel worse.
I try, but I am slightly warlike as a human.
Mm-hmm.
Not
Eventually,
always.
I'll be able to bitch all I want because she won't hear me anyway.
That's true. It is getting worse. I didn't finish my eggs.
Well, you'll finish them later, or you won't. It won't be a big deal.
I don't know. We'll see.
I'll make you something else later.
Bye, guys.
I've got chicken thighs to cook. They only had one package yesterday. Maybe I'll go and see if they got more today.
And the beef things.
They were $1.49 a pound.
Nice. The beef things that you got probably need to be cooked too, because
they're good till October. I got 8 packages of these beef things.
October is tomorrow.
I know, but like October 13th is what I'm trying to say, like 2 weeks. Because like right now, like the Walmart has their, or not Walmart, but Kroger has their shredded beef things on sale. And for like $6 a pound or whatever. Here, let me move this camera so you can see me a little bit better. Oh, there we go. There we go, boys and girls. There we go. I know now you guys are all going to leave because Chandra's gone. Oh, but I bought like 8 packages of it. They're like 14 ounces, so not a full pound, but they're still like $6, which is way better than anything else we can find. Because the stuff we've been buying from Kroger or from Costco, the beef roast or whatever, was like $7, $6.49, $6.99. Now it's $9.99. So we're going to be trying to find other things to do that. There's the Flip app. One day, maybe I will do a private live for my members and talk about the Flip app if you guys are interested. Let me know. Anything where I can get together and hang out with y'all. And Risa says, hey, I think you handle the trolls really well. She really does. A lot of it, I'm just ignoring them and they'll kind of go away. But then there's sometimes they just kind of spam you and like, hi. Shauna says it wouldn't let me. Oh, Shauna's celebrating 22 months of membership. Thank you so very much, Shauna. We appreciate that. I appreciate that so very much. It means the absolute world to me. Thank you so very much. She said it wouldn't let me type, but I sure have missed you guys. Well, I miss you too so very much. Rick, welcome, Rick. Rick is here. He says he has 2 broken computers. So let's go ahead and I want to show you guys Rick. So if you guys don't know, Rick, there we go. There's Rick. I hope you're still here, Rick, but I made this for you. It's in the members thing. So if you are a member or you win a membership, you can use this emoji. So we know that you're here. And I still got to figure out why my player won't let me make, because I've got a duck sound, but it won't work. I hit the pad, nothing happens. I mean, I have it turned down right now, but nothing doesn't come through. I don't know what's going on, but we'll figure it out. But anyway, there's Rick. Rick there for you. It says, hello, my name is Rick. I should have given he should have a pet iguana. Maybe I'll see if I can make him have a pet iguana. That'd be kind of cool too, right? But anyway, thanks for being here, Rick, even though this was like 40 minutes ago. I love it. Mary T says, don't forget us boomers taught the Gen X how to turn that hose. I love it. Oh, yeah. Last generation of feral children. 100. Like, but, we just got to go out and play. Like nowadays, we don't even let our girl out there without anybody out there. She can't just go outside at 7. At 7, I was running around like a crazy person. Yeah. Shauna says, sorry about your friend. Well, thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah. I hadn't seen her in a very, very long time. So it's always rough. You never know when you're going to see somebody for the last time. And Amy says, if you don't use it, you lose it 100%. It's Ken when you're related, Keith when you're friends. Okay. I thought it was, is it Kith and Ken? Friends and family? Is that what that is? Kith and Ken? Is that how you spell it? Let's see. Yeah, Kith and Ken. Okay. There's like a whole, like, they're a clothing line. It's a Kith clothing line. That's weird. Okay. Kith and Ken. All right. Not Keith Kith. Yeah. You know what? No one likes you, Rick. Disney's the best. If you want to see a big giant duck, go to Disney. Sherry's in the house. Good morning. Shauna says, my 24-hour Disney ride would be Pirates of the Caribbean, cool and soothing and fairly comfy. Yeah. Bride's Biscuit, no to Disney. I love Disney. I want to go all the time. I watch all the little videos of people walking through and showing all the cool souvenirs that they're getting in. They change them all the time. Mary T says, I only have Disneyland as a frame of reference, but it would be the California Screamin' Roller Coaster for sure. I think that the California Screamin' Roller Coaster is now the Incredicoaster. I think it's called the Incredicoaster now. Amy says, my daughter and her boyfriend are in a poly relationship. I'm not sure how it works, but they've been that way for a while. I have a lot of friends that are that way. And I mean, it seems to work for you. If it works for you, then it's not all, I don't have a problem with it. I don't really care. But, I just do whatever works for you. And Lynn says, have you ever been to Disney? Or she's never been to Disney. Well, maybe you'll get to go sometime. It's expensive, but I would say it's amazing to go. And Helen's asking, what is everybody's favorite steak? I like a perfectly prepared New York strip. And I prefer New York strip over ribeye, even though ribeye's fattier and I don't know. I just like a really high quality, thick, well prepared New York strip. That's what I prefer. Shauna says, klutzy, healing from a second broken bone in 1 year's time. November fractured my back. Last July broke my shoulder. Still healing from that one. Well, yeah. Yeah, Mary T, I got in trouble for saying this to Shauna. I was like, you just wrap you in bubble wrap. She's like, stop with the bubble wrap. And Shauna says, I don't think there is enough. We've got our whole roll here, considering what we've got. And 2026 has got to be better, 1,000%. And Shauna says, I'm done moving. Found a great roommate. Still unpacking, only one-armed. Workers' comp sent me back to work on the 12th. Light duty with our clients. My job calls companionship only. So just go and hang out and just hang out and hang out. That's cool. No chores. In the first week I couldn't drive. Oh my goodness. Tanya's in the house. Good morning, Tanya. Thank you for joining us. She's Team T-Bone. Team T-Bone. And Shauna had to get rides to and from. And Risa says, not a Disney fan, and not a Disney fan in general. Been to Disney World 3 times. Too crowded, too noisy, lines too long. Parking is impossible. Parking is easy. That's the one thing they have an abundance of is parking. You park, you get on a little tram. Tram takes you up to the front. There's trams. It's easy. And then there's ways to play around with the crowds. You get that's why we like to go in October. We play with the crowds in October. We like to go to the Magic Kingdom on a party day, on a not so scary party day. Yes, you only have till 4 o'clock in the park, but then you just park hop over to one of the other parks and then spend a lovely evening at a different park. I love Epcot at night. I love Epcot at night's awesome. You can walk around the World Showcase at night. I love I love Hollywood Studios at night. I love walking around the Star Wars land at night. That's awesome. Yeah. Jerry's in the house. She says, I agree, Lynn. 2026 will be a better year, a year to remember. And Jerry says, hello, Dustin and Chandra and the regulars. Target Prime Rib. Thomas says, for me, 2025 was a year to remember for sure. Yes. It's been a good year. I mean, it's been a good year. There's a lot of weird stuff happening, but it's been not a bad year. For me, anyway. Shauna, I have been a klutz all my life. I broke my shoulder at work. I drop donuts and rolls and such every day. I slip all the time. Glad others are the same way. Well, I mean, I'm a little klutzy. Well, it's usually just days where it happens. Then you are definitely not the only klutz here, Risa, and we appreciate you. Jerry, Lynn says, good morning, Jerry. Are you clothed? You know I love you in the middle of the forest. Oh, Jerry just be taking her bra off. Oh, my goodness. Oh, voice to type sure sucks for spelling it. It really does. Oh, Shauna. Still have not slept more than an hour or two at a time. That's crazy. I don't think I can handle that. I need to. Granted, I sleep 2 hours at a time and got to get up and go potty. So if I can, sometimes my naps are better because then I can usually get like a 4-hour stretch. That's what, I know that's like a full night's sleep really for some people. Tanya says, in the kitchen, I'm prone to burns, not falls or cuts. Yeah. Mary T says, I got an AI program called a live moment. I took parents of my parents' 1946 wedding pic and created a video of them having a sweet kiss. Also a pic of me and my late sis having a hug. I have no vids of her. So cool. Yeah. I mean, that's crazy because you got to remember, like back then, just having a single picture was a huge deal back then. And there's no video. I mean, unless you had not even until the 50s where they're like the video cameras, but they weren't video. They were somebody actually had to have like a camera like with like the film and all that stuff. So yeah. And Shauna says, I love that live on Chris Cook in Nashville. Yeah, that was such a great live, and I'm so glad that he did that one. That was a stellar live, and I loved being involved in that. I mean, in the chat anyway. And Aaron says, that's why they usually pray over your meals, because you're happy to eat. Yeah, being blessed to have meals. 100%. Go keto with Casey always says the only problem food solves is hunger. Yeah, I mean, I think if you're in a situation, or you're unlike me, where like food addiction is real, but if you're the normal person and you can take a couple bites of a pint of ice cream and console yourself and you're fine, then it works. You just have to know yourself. And Amy says, we all know Klutzy, and I'm there and is video proof. I love it. I love it. I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad. I don't want you to hurt yourself, Amy, but I love the video. Shauna says, "Someone go wake up Green Day, the Green Day guy. It's time." No, let him lie. Let him sleep. We don't need to, wake him up when September ends. Nope. Green Day had I liked everything up to Dookie. Dookie was an amazing record. Kerplunk was a great record. 20,000 Light Years Away was a great record. And anything after Dookie, I'm like, meh, I'm okay. I can live without it. Jerry says, in my honest opinion, my life as a party, now I realize my body is not an amusement park. I mean, I guess it depends on how you look at it, you know. Risa said, my son made AI cartoons of our dog last night. One came out great. The other was cute, but not the same breed. I want actual cartoons. I told him to take video of her and then make them into cartoons. Yeah, you can do that too. And Rick says processed crap is not delicious, but that's the problem. It is, because if it wasn't so delicious and hyper palatable, we wouldn't be in the situation that we're in. It's not delicious to you, but you are the outlier. You are the exception to the rule, because obviously the situation that we're in is the fact that this type of food, the hyper palatable, readily available, cheap food, is amazingly delicious. If it wasn't good, we wouldn't be eating it. Now, is steak delicious? Yes. Is, single ingredient whole foods delicious? Of course. But it's not the same. Like, you can't, I mean, you can probably eat maybe a pound or two of steak, but how many boxes of mac and cheese could you go through in a day? Or packages of ramen noodles or chicken nuggets or whatever? No, vomit and pizza smell very different. I don't know if I don't know last time you smelled vomit, but they don't smell like pizza. I remember like, ooh, that kid threw up. Ooh, let's go get a pepperoni and sausage now. Whoo, and I know you're being hyperbolic, maybe for the most of us, you know what I mean? Let's see. Amy said, hi, Rick, your package should be there soon. It said it was at FedEx in Homestead. That's where my mother-in-law and father-in-law live. And Aaron says, I agree. Pizza smells awful. But does it though? And I mean, that's the question that I have. Like, if I walk into the Costco and you can smell the pizza, it smells amazing. Or walk down the bread aisle and you can smell that cinnamon bread. It smells delightful. Like, I don't understand. I don't know. I mean, and steak smells delicious. Steak smells delicious too. I'm a fan of food. I'm a food addict. Like, food is good. Like, I like almost all food. I can just get down with some food. I love it. And I like Thai food. I like sushi. I love food. And the problem I think came from the hyper palatable, cheap, quick, and easy food for me. But it's delicious. That's the problem. If it wasn't quick, cheap, fast, and delicious, if only it was nutritious on top of it and satiating, we wouldn't have this problem. But that's where we're at. For 99.99% of the population, this food, I mean, this food's, I mean, well, I should say 99.9% of the American population. I can't speak for other countries, because I'm sure what we love here would not be so. The hyper palatable food that we love here probably wouldn't be what they wanted in India, China, because they have different palates, and that's okay. Maritza's in the house. Oh, let's see here. Let me see. So what am I looking for? Is it the coffee? Is it the coffee one that I'm supposed to save, Shauna? I'm like 39 minutes behind. So text me and say yes or no, because I'll be totally confused. Because I will put it on screen. So let me know if that's the one. The one. The one. The one. So here's a picture that Shauna sent to me. There is no crying over spilled milk. Spilled coffee, however, make it you stamped. I love that picture. That's amazing. Thank you, Shauna, for that. Let me know. I don't know if you text me if that's the right one or not. The duck. What duck? Oh, okay, okay. All right, I found it. Hold on, I found it. Give me a second. I hope Rick likes the duck that I sent to him. Because I made him a duck. There's Rick. Rick the duck. Rick the duck. Speaking of Rick, here's another Rick video. Here's a picture that Shauna wants you to see, Rick. Let me make it a little bit bigger. Never underestimate the power of a duck. What do you think of that? The duck's just busting in like, you know what? Let's do this thing. But anyway, there's Rick's duck. Rick the duck. Should Rick the duck be bigger? Should Rick the duck be bigger? I think Rick the duck needs to be bigger. There we go. Now Rick the duck is bigger. Can you see him? Rick the duck. But we got Maritza. Good morning, Maritza. Everybody saying bless you. Thank you so much for that. Duck pics. Be careful asking for those, Rick. You might get a if whoo, you're asking me for duck pics. I mean, you may not like what you get. Yeah, I use my air fryer a lot. But I mean, when you're cooking for 7 people, an oven really does come in handy. I said, go away, Mr. Duck. I don't know what's going on here, why it's being not behaving. Can't make the duck go away. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make the duck go away. There we go. The duck has now disappeared. So hard to really cook, still range of motion issues. Yeah, I'm so sorry about that, Shauna. Jerry says, Aaron, albeit a rare thing in my childhood house, when my mom had to throw food out, she would bless it, sign of the cross, and then toss. Old or mold happens. And Risa says that I only do meal prep on my days off, even for an hour or so. I did have take out once this week. Haven't had it in months. Yeah, sometimes even we do that. Terry Sue's in the house. Good morning. Basic cooking skills should be taught in school for families that, for whatever reason, aren't able to do. I loved home economics class. I remember being taught home ec in school in the 90s, and they would teach us like microwave popcorn. Like, how do you not know how to microwave popcorn, or make like brownies from a box, or make macaroni and cheese from a box? And I know that we were working in a time crunch. You know what I mean? With a class, you only had less than an hour in class or whatever to do whatever you need to do. So you weren't doing anything straight, ridiculously complicated, but still. Mary T says, my new philosophy is more protein-based whole foods. So I will enjoy some fruit and honey occasionally. I have to be careful though, because when I do that, my hip starts to hurt almost instantly. Yeah. So that thing is like figuring out what bothers you and then moving around with that. That's no problem. Like, people who will say things like, I don't know how that person could eat honey. That's terrible. Well, honey may work for somebody else, but not me, whatever. I did get some video of some honey, some imitation honey last night, sugar-free imitation honey, but it was basically maltitol syrup is really what it was. I got a video of it. I'm like, this isn't honey. This is probably worse. That's probably higher glycemic than honey itself. A zero sugar substitute for honey probably having a worse glycemic response probably than honey itself. Hey, I have coffee by my name. Took me this long to see it. Risa says, I'm short, 5'1". You are lucky you avoided surgery. I couldn't. Took 2 months of PT to be able to do 35% more. I think work actually helped me to heal to 90%. Well, that's pretty short. I'm like 6 foot. And Shauna says, I really think my shoulder break was more debilitating than when I fractured my back. Oh, my goodness. You ladies. Oh, you guys need to be taken care of. Just going to put you guys in like a padded room. Just be careful, ladies. Oh, Shauna, I was saying something. Jen, you need to get to know Jen. Hanging out with Jen. They were talking the other night about your favorite subject. They were talking about all the movies, and everything with, oh my goodness, Alice in Wonderland. So they love that movie. You love it. Maybe go and follow Hanging Out with Jen. If somebody in here wants to put their Jen's channel in here, that would be great. And I was hoping Barbara would be in here, but she's probably not awake yet. Risa said, my company wouldn't pay for any more than 2 months of PT. That is, they should pay for whatever it needs to happen to get done. That's the thing. Aaron's in the house. Oh my goodness. My buddy Aaron's here. I really like the 2 Crazy Keto chicken nugget recipe. I have a chicken tender recipe that I just, that I can make. And I can make I can make chicken nuggets too. I just got to think about it is I got to like freeze the like make it. I don't know. I need to make videos on making it because I think they're amazing. But my chicken tender recipe, I need to update it because the initial video that I have has me using oat fiber, which is non-glycemic because it's basically what's left over from oats, so it's the non-digestible part of oats. But I've started utilizing gelatin instead. And I found that at Walmart, my Walmart, the beef gelatin is cheaper than the bovine gelatin. So that's weird because I'm looking at cost per ounce and it's way cheaper. But I'm glad to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing good. Casey's in the house. Good morning, Casey. I mean, Casey. Carrie. Freudian slip. Everyone's saying hello to Carrie and Jerry. Let's see. Risa says I bought Applegate nuggets from Thrive Market to have next week when I need them. Oh, that sounds good. You know, let me know how they do, how they are, what they taste like. Oh, there was a comment in here I got to find from basically what she was saying. If I read it correctly, I got to go back and find it. I'm just trying to fly through these here. So Jerry says, Tanya, it comes with a warning. View at your own risk. 350 views and only Lynn commented. Uh-oh. I don't know. She's very interesting. I love it. What? No way. Can't find my dash maker. Oh my goodness, that's rough. Jerry said I made my 1111 chaffles today, or 1111 chaffles. Risa says you have to put your foot down with your kids. No junk food in the house. If you bring it in, eat it in the other room. No leftovers. It's just not feasible. It just really isn't. I mean, in the perfect world, that would be the way it would work, but it's just not. It's not how it's going to work. John's here. Good afternoon, John. Glad to see you. I think it's probably afternoon now. Oh, still morning in Eastern time. Everybody's saying bye. Cindy's here. Hello, everyone. I'm late. Hi and bye to Chandra. Now it's just me. Oh, my goodness. Carrie says, I'm still here, Dustin, till I have to leave early to get some patties that are cooked and bacon that is cooked and coffee and go to work. Yes. Okay, so Flip app is FLIPP. That is a app that I utilize that shows me all of the stores in my area. So it'll show me Meijer, Kroger, any stores that put out circulars. So it shows you all the circulars and shows you what's on sale. And it'll even sometimes give you previews to what is what's coming out. So it may show you like on Tuesday, it may show you what goes on sale Wednesday. For the members, yes. Mary T says, tomorrow I'll be officially married to a 70-year-old. He was only 3 years older than me, but I age backwards, and so he is now 15 years ahead of me. Oh, my goodness. Rick says, I'm totally quacked. I love it. Rick says, with everything breaking, I needed a good laugh. Well, join us, my friend. And Rick says, as a kid, I would go on a 10-mile bike ride. Mary T says, OMG, my group of friends are named the Ducks. I love that. Need that. Jerry said, I just Googled the Flip app. Yeah, you can get it on your phone. I've been using it for years. Squeaky Monkey Coconuts in the house. Good morning. Glad to see you. Hello, everybody. Almost missed it. Patty Myers is in the house. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, Patty. Glad to see you and Squeaky Monkey Coconut. That's fun to say. Rick, you are insane. I go to the dump once a week, and I would much rather go to Disney. Thomas says your hero persona doesn't should be a reformed pirate called the Ketovore Kid. Just trying to scroll through all these. Mary's got to go. Well, we love you, Mary. Thank you for being here. Picket Captain Training, almost forgot. Have a great day. Thank you for being here. Good luck. Hopefully the strike doesn't last too long and you get to work. Thomas said, last time I was at Disney World was for a band trip for school and was in the Disney parade, got to see behind the closed doors. Oh, I love that. Shauna says it started raining and now I have the pressure making all the broken bones improve. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry for that, dear. Jerry says Dustin is behind. Just heard him ask if my bra was off. Who's going to tell him? Oh my goodness. You guys are crazy. Risa says, who needs bra at the moment? Not me. Oh, you guys are crazy. I love it. Norlin, I don't know. I guess none of you ladies are wearing bras today. I guess it's that kind of party. Woo. Yeah, Risa says mac and cheese is kryptonite to me. I mean, even the cheapest stuff, even like just the Kraft mac and cheese. It's just, I don't know, there's something about it. I mean, that's what I grew up with. And Risa says, I totally agree. Green Day was amazing through Dookie. Haven't been as good since. Some good things here and there. You know. Holly said, I used to be a little Debbie addict. Now, after 4 years of PhD, the processed breads and cakes stink so badly to me, they make me nauseous. I just always thought the texture, even when I liked that kind of stuff, the texture of Little Debbie's were not so great. I would eat them because I was a little piggy, but I mean, you know, yeah. Marisa says Dookie was my favorite. I remember buying Dookie, the album Dookie, when it was on like the up and coming chart things at Best Buy for $6.99 on CD. Yes. Sean is getting ready for work. And Aaron says, I think pizza just smells bad to me now because of all of the strict I mean, I've been keto for so long, but there's just something about like the flavor of like mozzarella cheese, sauce, some sausage. There's a flavor that, like garlic, there's a flavor that it's just so good, whether you have crust or not. Carrie said, I would have gotten stabbed yesterday. I was drinking my coffee in the break room and fell asleep, dropped my coffee mug full of coffee. The mug broke and then had to clean up the mess. Oh my goodness. Shauna says, thankfully only a short day, 9 to 12:30. Oh, well, good luck. We love you, Shauna. Cindy's having pork belly and eggs here in a little bit. That's awesome. Bridesmaids, it says Rick invented the turducken. True story. Risa is making pork belly on the griddle later. Some chicken to eat tonight. Risa just made a batch of egg bites to prep for next week. I'm going to eat 2 today and freeze the rest. Shauna's headed out to work. Well, have a great day at work. Be safe. We love you. Amy said, had to step away for a minute to fix the litter robot, but I'm back. I'm back, baby. Rick is still here, though. Well, thank you, Rick. Rick is here. We love Rick. We love Rick. Rick the Duck. Rick the Duck. Rick would be like, imagine if I was teaching a cooking class. First, you're going to need an engine block. V8 cruising. Carrie says, well, I know that since I came in late, Dustin will not get to the comments and I need to get some food for tonight. Well, have a great one. Thank you for being here, Carrie. Truly appreciate you, my friend. 22Q Cat Lynn says, for sure, the glycemic index of maltodextrin, I believe, is actually 110 on a scale of 100. It's pretty crazy. Oh, what's Cider's favorite exercise? The apple crunch. All right. Cindy, I got my spoon rest. Thanks so much. Oh, I love that. Risa says, I shrunk. It used to be 5'2 3/4 for most of my life. It stinks. We all kind of shrink. Take care, Dustin, everyone, as I'm going out the door. Have a great one, buddy. Of course, you're very interesting. You're not like everybody else there, Jerry. You've got your own perspective on things, and I love it. People talk about how they use Flip. They love it. Amy says, I go to the surgeon here in a bit to see if I require surgery for my cyst. Gross, but hopefully. And Amy says, I subscribed under the wrong account. That's okay. We'll get it all squared away. Risa uses Flip too. I use it to preview sales. Mainly helps me decide where to shop. Yeah, like in these days, you can't be loyal to a grocery store. You're going to leave too much money on the table. Amy says, I got crazy on my Sunday Live and my dad was watching and got involved. Uh-oh. Amy said, yes, you can cancel, but it was $25 membership, so I have to wait a month. Well, I think even if you cancel, I think it still stays for this month, so we'll still do something together. We'll just have you come in under your other name, and it's private. No one knows anyway. It doesn't matter. And then you can re-sign up next month on the name you want to, and we'll just continue it. But you pay for this month, so we'll still get together and go over stuff if you want. John said, I started using a CGM 2 months ago. What a game changer. I found out that my body is sensitive to red meat, and it was hindering my weight loss, even being at 0 carbs. I'm a meat addict, though. So red meat causes you, so the glucagon in red meat's causing you to spike? But I mean, okay, so what am I asking is like, so what kind of spikes you're seeing with red meat? Are you seeing like 10 points, 20 points? Because realistically, I think anything above 30 or 30 and above would be a spike. So I'm really curious to see like what it was telling you. Rick said, if not for the smaller YouTube channels, I'd be totally unknown. I don't know how you would be unknown, Rick. You're one of a kind. But you guys are talking about your spoons. Yeah, I'm curious, John, about the CGM and all that stuff. I'm curious to see like what kind of readings you were seeing from eating red meat. Like, was it like big jumps? I mean, were you going from like 70 to 110, or were you going like were you starting at 80 and going to 150? I mean, realistically, I think if you're like 150 and below on a regular meal, it's not going to be that big of a deal. Squeaky Monkey Coconut, gotta go. Bye, everyone. It was nice hanging out with y'all. Lovely, lovely people this morning. Have a wonderful day. Well, thank you so much, Squeaky Monkey. We will for sure see you here very soon. And I think I need to get jetting. I've got a lot of stuff to do today. And there's some stuff that Shander needs my help with. And it's going to take my undivided attention. And I'm excited. Glad to hang out with you guys today. Always a lovely bunch of coconuts you guys are. I love each and every one of you so, so very much. We love you. Shander loves you. And with that, I'm going to put these credits up. Brian is here. Hello, Brian. And John, be sure to reach out to us. Says, glucose level at 90 up to 160, 170, and it would stay there and kick me out of ketosis. I'm curious about that. I would reach out to Dr. Berry and see what he would say about that. Would he tell you to stop eating red meat? That's a definite question I'd like to know from him. So Dr. Berry does lives every Monday, and most people know that. And you can do a super chat and ask him these questions. That's interesting. And Patty Myers asking, what's a CGM? It's a continuous glucose monitor. It's a little puck that goes on your arm. And yeah, I would say it's not the most accurate thing in the world because it doesn't directly pull blood. But yeah, it just kind of goes off some fluid in your arm. But yeah, it's interesting. I'm curious to know what Dr. Barry would say about that. Would he tell you to stop eating red meat? That I'm curious about. That's a question for the ages. Would Dr. Berry tell you to stop eating meat because of your CGM results? I'm very curious about that. But I think that's a question for another day. If you find out, if you do get a chance to have him answer that question for you, please let me know, because I have an inquiring mind and I just have to know. But with that, I'm out of here. Here are the credits, guys. I love each and every one of you, and we'll see you next time. I'll see you Sunday.